It's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you without some dope words to step to. I know. We back, we here. But you know, it's all about quality. It's all about quality. If I ain't got nothing to say, I ain't gonna come out here and say shit. So I ain't had shit to say. Probably could have had some shit to say, but I ain't had shit to say that I wanted to say, so I ain't say shit. What's good, folk? What's good? Your boy James Mike is back with another heater. Got something to talk about. We got a little something to talk about today. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in, watching, checking us out over here on Dog Life. Representing, y'all know what it is, your boy James Mike. Got a little topic today. Got a little something to talk about today. Today I'm going to talk about why you shouldn't care if you get ghosted. Why is ghosting a good thing? And why you shouldn't care if you get ghosted. Thing about being ghosted. And so why you shouldn't care about being ghosted. Why being ghosted is a good thing. First, let's talk about let's define ghosting. Let's define ghosting, what it means to be ghosted. The Urban Dictionary describes it as instant, without communication. I'm about to mess it up. I'm about to butcher it, but it calls it stopping communication without warning, without any sort of communication as to why the communication is being stopped, and just abruptly. The world we live in today would say if you ghost somebody, you're emotional immature. That's the world we live. That's the world we live in today. That's what they would say. You're emotionally immature. With this video, I'm going to challenge that thought process of the ghoster being emotionally immature. I'm going to state that the ghostee is spiritually immature. Let that sit for a minute. Matter of fact, let's rewind that. They would say that the ghoster is emotionally immature. But I'm going to double down on this and say the ghostee is spiritually immature. What? They looking at you crazy. First, let me tell y'all this. Accepting or saying that I've been ghosted, you've been ghosted, you're ghosting me, that's a victim. I know. But listen, that's a victim. If you are claiming to be ghosted, to have been ghosted, that's victim talk. Yeah, it is. That is victim talk. I ain't even about to get into that's victim talk. You're talking about what someone did to you. That's victim talk. Yep. So let's get into the growth part of it. Yeah, you can say, they like to say, oh, you could have just told me why you didn't want to talk to me. Why didn't you just tell me that you didn't like me or that you didn't want to be friends with you? Why didn't you just tell me that all you wanted was sex and then was going to? Why didn't you just tell me? Does God just tell you about the blessings you're going to receive or how to get them? Does God just tell you, hey, this is what I'm going to do for you when you do this? No, he doesn't. That's not how it works. I'm sorry to tell you that, but that's not how it works. When someone ghosts you or you get ghosted, you begin to think like, oh my God, what did I do wrong? Why does this person not like me? That's a victim mentality, and that's the wrong mentality. You might say, oh, but James, you must be a ghoster. Yeah, I will. I'll ghost you. I just won't answer. I'll stop answering. Yep, I will. I will. I might, and I also might tell you, like, yo, this ain't gonna work. It just depends on how the weather flows that day. Now, that could be emotionally immature. That could be, it could be. Just might be. But to the ghostee, and this is where it all goes. This is what it all boils down to. Because you don't hear the ghoster complaining. You don't hear the ghoster saying, hey, man, I'm mad that this person, I don't even know what the hell I'm mad this person let me ghost them. They let me ghost them. They was calling me and I wouldn't and I wouldn't answer. And now I'm mad. You don't hear the ghoster complaining. But the ghostee, oh, they have a lot to say. The ghostee has a lot to say. And I would prescribe to you, ghostee, that the fact that you were ghosted, if you've ever been ghosted, that's a good thing. That's a blessing to you. That's a blessing to your life. Part of the problem is we worry and we want the things that we're not supposed to have. That person or that thing was not for you. So them ghosting you saved you. That was God looking out for you, because it saved you a lot of time and a lot of misery that you probably would have dealt with in that situation, because that person obviously didn't want you. They didn't like you. They didn't care for you for real. So let's try this. Instead of this ghosting thing being a bad thing, let it be a good thing. Let it be a good thing. Because that's God erasing the negative things out of your life that won't serve you. It won't serve you. It doesn't serve you. So the fact that it ghosted, and the fact that you called it and it didn't answer the phone, and y'all may have hung out last night and then you didn't hear from it ever again. Instead of being sad and wondering like, wow, what did I do wrong? Why is this person, they could have just told me. Yeah, no. Say, ooh, wow, thank you. Okay. Well, I guess that was some bullshit. If you had fun, be thankful for the fun you had. But pay attention to the lessons and pay attention to the mistakes that you may have made that made you feel like you played yourself. For instance, if you gave up the sex fast and then, they were gone. That's about it. But be thankful for that. Don't, this whole ghosting thing, yo, let it go. Let it go. Let it go. If somebody ghosts you, count it as a blessing. If someone ghosts you, count it as a blessing. Regardless of what that relationship was, whether it's a friendship relationship, whether it's a romantic relationship, whether it's a business relationship. If they ghost you, count it as a blessing, because that means they are not here for your good. Count it the blessing of God taking it out your life. Count it as the blessing of God taking it out of your life. Don't worry about being ghosted. Being ghosted is a good thing. You just got blessed. The Lord just blessed you. The Lord just blessed you with not having to deal with whatever was going to come with that situation from that person that ghosted you. Consider it a blessing. Count it a blessing. Because it was going to be some bullshit. Oh yeah, it was going to be some bullshit. Trust and believe that. Trust and believe that. Be thankful that they blessed you. I mean, that they ghost you. Well, they blessed you. Be thankful that they blessed you by ghosting you. And may that last moment you had have been fun. And you can end it on a high note. Count it a blessing. That's it and that's all. So don't go around here worrying about, talking about, oh, you got ghosted, I got ghosted, somebody ghosted me, and all that bush. Fuck that shit, man. Fuck that shit, man. Fuck that, man. Let them go. Let them go. Count it a blessing. Count it a blessing. Because that means it ain't for you. Because if it was for you, it wouldn't have ghosted you. Or they would have gave you a better explanation as to why they didn't want to continue this thing right now, and maybe y'all could have picked it up later on in the future. But if they just ghosted you and got gone, hey, count it a blessing, man. Count it a blessing, baby. Count that a motherfucking blessing. Big fat. Don't be stressing over it. Don't be stressing over it. Thank God. Thank God they ghosted you. Now you ain't got to spend no more money on them. You ain't got to cook for them. You ain't got to do nothing. You ain't got to wait on them to text it. You ain't got to do none of that. Be thankful. Be thankful. Because all that means is the one that God got for you, that's going to be way better than that one that you thought you liked that didn't want you back. It's going to be way better than that, and they're going to want you back. But if you spend time stressing on that one that ghosted you, you're going to block the one that really wants you. I ain't make the rules. I just learned them, and I'm living by them. I'm just trying to share and try to help y'all with some, get some stress off your back. Help you be a lot cooler and chilled out. Stop getting out your damn feelings. Shit. Cause the fact. Stop stressing over that, man. Yo, if you've been ghosted before, count it a blessing. Count it a blessing. I hope this video helped. I hope somebody can catch something from this. And, if they ever in that situation, they can count it a blessing and find joy and move on. And keep it moving, because God got something better for you. God's plan is always better than our plan. There is never a time when God's plan is not better than yours. I'm going to do another video about the true definition of giving your life to God. much do another video on that. But as of right now, forget that ghosting shit, man. If somebody stop answering your calls, count it a blessing, man. Count it a blessing and go do something else. That's all I got to say about that, y'all. I'm out of here. James Mike, y'all know what it is. Dog life, and that's for all life. Let's go.